Hello, today I am reviewing The Butterfly Witch for you, which is by E.L. Williams. And this is a gorgeous magical fantasy. It's set in this world and spans centuries. We begin with Gwen in the 1600s, and she's a girl who's been born to magical heritage, but she hasn't got any of her own magic. So she's brought up by her grandmother because her mother died in childbirth, and her grandmother is very powerful. But Gwen obviously isn't able to carry on the family heritage. But when witches are being burned in the Pendle witch trials, her grandmother does a very powerful spell that means that witches who are under threat can send their magic to the grandmother for safekeeping. But unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, Gwen ends up being the recipient of all of the orphaned magic. Now, this spell keeps her alive for a very long time because we meet her again in the 1970s. And she is still being hunted by the witch finders. And this time, although she doesn't realise it, she has someone on her side because a private investigator called Dan has been hired to find her. But Dan doesn't like the guy who has hired him for reasons that I won't tell you because it would be a spoiler. And he decides to find Gwen and protect her from the man who is chasing her. Now, this is set in a world where most people don't realise that magic exists. So there is a magical community under the surface and also a community of people who are hunting witches. This book has everything. It's got romance, it's got adventure, it's got magic, it's got historical fiction and more modern fiction. It's a really fabulous read from beginning to end, and I definitely recommend it if you're looking for some fantasy this weekend.